Hello everyone, this is Priya. Welcome back to my channel Floating Code. Today I am going to discuss how to handle these nans in a pandas data frame using fillna method. In the previous video, I had explained the dropna method to handle these nans. You could check the link for the dropna method in the description box. So let's begin. Here first of all, I have imported the pandas library SPD, and here I have read this data frame using pandas read underscore csv function. And before starting this fillna method, let's check the documentation of the fillna method. So here is the documentation, and what it does, it fills na or nan values using the specified method. We'll see how to use it in a minute. It has various parameters, that is value, method, axis, in place, limit. I'll try to explain these methods one by one. So let's go back to the notebook. Here first of all, I'm trying to cover the parameter value. So how it works, suppose you have this data frame and it has various nans, and you want to fill these nans with a value no data. So wherever we'll be having nans, it will fill it with no data. Okay, so I have written df.fillna and value is equal to no data. If I run this cell now, you'll notice wherever I had a nan value, like here, here, now I got no data. So if you want to fill all the nans with a single value, you could simply write value is equal to that value. In place of no data, you could also write like -1 or -100, and just run this cell. You'll notice that wherever you had the nans, now you have -100. So what it simply does, it will fill all the nans of the data frame with the value that you write here. But suppose you want to fill nans of different columns with different values. Like here in the review column, you want to fill these nans with a different value, and in the rating column, you want to fill the nans with a different value. You could totally do that. For that, you will simply write a dictionary. Here I have written a small dictionary, new underscore values, and here the keys would be the column names. So here I have written review and rating, and the values would be the values you want your nans to be filled with. Okay, so let's compare it with the original data frame. So this is my original data frame, and here I have written df.fillna, and here you'll pass your dictionary. And now if I run this cell, you'll notice that in this review column, I got the no reviews given wherever I had the nan values, and in the rating column, I got the no rating given. And other than that, in these three columns, name, sold, and fragrance, I got the nans as it is. So that's how you fill the nans of various column with the values of your choice. Another thing, another parameter is the method parameter. How it works, it has two values, pad or forward fill and backfill or bfill. So first of all, we'll see how this forward fill method works. What it does, it propagates last valid observation forward to the next valid. So here I have written df.fillna method is equal to ffill, and now I'm running this cell and I'll explain how it works. And here I'm just comparing it with my original data frame, that is df. So here what's happening, I have written method is equal to forward fill, and here if we talk about this review column, here I have a value nan. What forward fill method does, it simply fills the nan with the value just above it. So this nan will be filled with good, as you can see here. Similarly, in the fragrance column, you can see we have two nans here, and these two nans will be filled with the value just above it. So we have here three grades. So it will keep on filling all the nan values with the value just above it. Another is the backward fill method, that is backfill or bfill. How it works? It uses the next valid observation to fill the gap. So let's see how it works. Here I have written df.fillna, and here in the method parameter I have written bfill, or you could write backfill as well. And now I'm running this cell, and let's compare it with the original data frame here. So here what it does, it's just the opposite of forward fill. It simply fills the nan with the value just below it. So here in this review column, we have a nan value here, and it will be filled with this value awesome. Look at these two. So these two are awesome now. And similarly, if we talk about this fragrance column, here we have two nans. These two will be filled with the value neutral here. Okay, but if we talk about these two nans in this rating column, these two will not be filled with any value because we don't have a valid observation just below these nans. So they'll be just like that. Another parameter is the limit parameter. How it works? Let me just print the original data frame here. So this is my original data frame, and how this limit works. So in the backward or the forward fill method, what happens? All the nans will be filled with the values just above or below it. But if you want to limit the nans, like these many numbers of nans you want to fill with the value just above or below it, not all the nans, you could definitely do that. So you'll write limit is equal to the number you want to limit with. Here I have written limit is equal to 1. So here I am using the backfill method. So if I run this cell, you'll notice that here, as I have written limit is equal to 1, so this nan only, this one just above the neutral, this nan will be filled with the value neutral only, not this nan. So we got this nan as neutral, but this nan is same as it was in the original data frame. It wasn't filled with the value neutral because here we have written limit is equal to 1. So that's how this limit parameter works. Other possibilities are, suppose you don't want to fill your nans with the methods described above, you could simply want to fill it with some other values, like you want to fill the nans with the mean of the column or the median or the mode or any other value. You could definitely do that. Suppose if I talk about this sold column and I want to fill these two nans with the mean value of this column, you could definitely do that. I'll write df and I'll select this sold column and I'll write dot mean, and let me just assign it to this variable m. And now if I run this cell and if I print this m, so this is 10. So the mean of this column is 10. And now I could simply fill these two nans with this mean value. So I'll write df sold dot fill na, and I'll write m here, this mean value. And now if I run this cell, you'll notice that these two values are filled with the value 10, that is our mean. So that's how you use values other than the above described methods. So that's how it works, and that's how all of these parameters work associated with this fillna method. That's it for this video. If you find this video useful, please do like, subscribe and share, and hope to see you in the next video soon. Bye.